This is Michael Lennox. I'm here from Chess Vets, and I'm here to go over one of the games on our weekly tournaments that we run on Wednesday nights. These are 1,300 plus recommended tournaments. If you have a possibility of getting your game reviewed at this point. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so to find us, you come to teams on leadchess.org and look for Chess Vets team. And then these are the different weekly tournaments that we have. This is last week's. And if you click on it, if you view all 5 rounds, it shows you the rounds. And also this is the spreadsheet that it shows. And note that it doesn't show all 13. To come down, you have to actually push this dog right here. Okay, so let's view all 5 rounds. And on this one good game we're going to go to is on the second round, it's going to be myself versus the great Joey Boy. And this is the first time I played him. I think this will be an instructive game. I lost the game, but I actually could have won this game if my in-game play was better. So, all right. So the first thing you need to do is you need to copy the PGN. I like to use the chess.com analysis because of the pretty colors. You actually all you need to do is copy this, and you come into chess.com, and you come over here to learn where it says analysis. You click on analysis, and then you just paste it here. And then add games, and it'll go through and it'll add that game, and this is one way it'll show you what the best moves are. I like to go to the reviews. I get the this takes most of the thought work out of the analysis, and at this point it shows me 76.1%, which is actually higher than most of my games, and 82.9 for my opponent. Okay. First thing you need to do is says overall in this game, Black secured victory with the in-game tactic. Okay. Let me start the review. Okay, I started out with the Queen's pawn opening, and then made it a Queen's pawn decline. This is decline because he didn't take this on. So this is actually if you take this pawn, and that's accepted. It's a totally different. Most people don't do this because it allows this pawn to come up on next move. This pawn is lost because it's bishop. Normally, if you try to hold on to the bishop, it makes your position worse. It's really not a true gambit because of that. And you get a big center, and this is the way to go. There's lots of material on this. Okay, the bishop comes down. He says this is not his best move. He wants him to accept it, and I don't recommend accepting it unless you really know what you're doing. Okay, at this point, it said I should have moved up my queen by this pawn. He's absolutely right because this pawn's juicy. If he tries to move this away, then I get this pawn, and my king's already safely on this side, so I'm not worried about opening up this half file. Okay. Next thing is he comes down and wanted him to take this knight. I don't know if that's a good idea, only because the bishop at the end of the game are usually stronger. However, in this case, the knight could have came up here to this outpost, and that's a very strong outpost. So it would have been for a reason that he did that. So that would have been equal change of material. Okay, so I did that. I moved up my knight. Once again, it says I should have taken this bishop. I don't like to take piece material off the board yet until I know where the game's going, because it's really hard to win just with pawns. So I stopped doing that. Okay, the knight comes back. I should not have done this. I should have leave that knight right where it was on that outpost, because he was uh, he was having an issue with that outpost. Um, the bishop, yeah, the bishop would have been is a good trade off for the knight, but the knight being in that position is incorrect. Okay, it says that this move was wrong. It said I should have come up here. I really don't understand this, so um, it said I should have come here. And why this knight didn't take this rook, I don't know. Um, Maybe somebody can explain that to me. I don't know. Okay, the king comes over here, and what the light division has done is move this knight over here. Once again, this knight comes here. This is a really nice outpost because it's hitting two squares at once, and it just nice outpost. Okay. All right, so rook faces rook. I don't want him just to have uh, control of this file with this rook. Um, I'd rather get the rooks off the board, and you know, he says once again he wanted the queen to come down here to trade off the queens. Um, I wouldn't have done that. I would actually move back here, and I just don't like the queen. Like, exchange the queens this early for no reason. Okay, I bring up the rook. Now it's a good time to bring up this rook because this knight is no longer controlling the square. It says the king move was a mistake. It wanted me to attack on the right side, so I can see that. All right, so the queen's move is best here. My queen comes over here, and it says this queen in c1 is a mistake. It says I should have moved it back, but I don't know. Okay, the king queens come off the board. At this point, I'm looking pretty good for the end game. Yeah, and his moving his king here would have been better because now I can fork him, which I do, and I get that pawn. Now I get next pawn. Oops, sorry. I moved. I basically should have walked to the side down. It says, but instead of moving this pawn forward, and this pawn being here is actually controlling this knight a lot. So that he's right on that one. Okay, I had a majority on this side. I wanted to push the majority on this side. He says this was a mistake. Once again, I didn't move this pawn up, which I should have. My king comes back, and at this point, I want to get the knights off the board, and he takes it here. I take it there. He takes here. I take there. Okay, so at this point, he locks me out. This is a very instructive endgame right here. Okay, here. So all the pawns are locked in. So he needs to, all he has to do is drive my king back. Okay, I did this once again. Lock this up. Okay, I move back, moves his king forward. Now this is always what you should do. Is match your king with his king, because it's a draw if these other pawns weren't here. This is a draw. Okay. Now notice my king goes on the same side. Okay. So that's how the game ended. Hopefully this is instructional for you and I'll be trying to be doing a lot more of these now that I'm feeling better. Still got a groggly voice, but hopefully you'll look past that and just look for the content. Once I'm trying to get more people to actually play and do these, so you have a mix and match of different people that you can come to. And I would like to at least, the goal is actually to make these once per day, but it's more likely going to be once or twice per week. All right. Well, thank you very much. This is Michael Lennox from Chess Vets signing off. I'm asking you to subscribe, like, and share if you like this video. The reason why is because we absolutely hate to basically ask for money. And if you just do this simple task, it allows us to make some money from YouTube. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.